Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is Tuesday, August 10th, and this is your daily financial news. Oh, you know what? It's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. Gosh, get all messed up. Anyways, Wednesday, August 10th. This is your daily financial news. Sorry about that. Well, today was CPI day. CPI day. I went on a little bit of a CPI or inflation rant about 7 o'clock this morning. If you want to see me get a little flabbergasted and frustrated with the CPI numbers, you can watch that video that is already posted. But yes, folks, I think we just had CPI worst case scenario, inflation worst case scenario. So let's put some numbers up here. Headline came in at 8.5. Core came in at 5.9. So why do I think this is worst case scenario? Pretty simple. These kind of numbers mean no Fed rate hike in August. As you know, I believe inflation is worse than people are letting on. I believe the Fed has to continue to be strong. I think the Fed, frankly, has to punish Wall Street. We have to rip the Band-Aid off so we can build anew and go to higher highs. Right now, you were seeing a headline number that came down. Wall Street is going to love this. Main Street is going to love this. Buy the dip is going to love this. Companies who make no money are going to love this. It is a sugar high. I do not think it lasts. But hey, if you're a trader, congratulations. You're going to make a bunch of money in a very short window. But are we really celebrating? Really, folks, are we really celebrating 8.5% inflation? We are suddenly risk on. Risk on when inflation is 8.5%. Again, headline: fuel, gas, energy, food. As I talked about yesterday, I actually expected core to go up. It did not. I think if core went up, you might have had the Fed raise rates in August. The fact that core was flat, 5.9%, means they will not raise in August. And I believe that is a mistake. I have wanted the Fed to be more aggressive, and they simply won't be aggressive with these numbers. So we are not going to get a Jackson Hole surprise, in my opinion, which I think is unfortunate. What is happening inside core? Well, rent is still being underreported. Anybody watching this think rent is only 6%? It is still being underreported. Wages are getting stickier. And yes, folks, I like higher wages, but 6% higher wages in a 9 or 8.5% inflation means you're still going backwards. It's not good. Your nominal wages are up, but your real wages are down. Does anybody think that headline like energy and food, they're going to be cheaper in the winter? Anyways, so what happens? Just like I feared yesterday morning, headline comes down, Wall Street's excited, rates go down, crypto goes up, everybody's excited, and folks, we're celebrating 8.5% inflation. But hey, Kathy Wood, I don't know what Art K is doing today, but I bet Art K is having a wonderful day. And shout out to anybody that's in that. Hey, you had a great day. Congratulations. That is awesome. So again, I really do believe that CPI number today was the worst case possible. Headline comes down, people go wild, risk on. Core was flat. Again, no August rate increase, which I think is a mistake. Inflation is going to build and get sticky. It just means the damn Fed is going to rip the Band-Aid off slowly. It really does suck. It just does. Let's talk about some earnings. Man, we got some bad earnings yesterday. Woo! Coinbase, missed top, missed bottom. Revenue plunged 64%. They had a $1 billion loss, and they are burning cash. They're like lighting money on fire. Apparently they are giving a lot of money away in stock-based compensation, which is taking money away from shareholders. Woo! Coinbase. I bet they're up today, though. I haven't looked. I bet they're up. Sweet Green, missed top, missed bottom, and lowered forecast. They're laying off people, and they actually said we're going to move into smaller offices. Folks, they are looking to cut expenses in a big way. You don't talk about moving offices unless you're cutting deep. Roblex, missed top, missed bottom, lower daily active users. Not going on there. Wynn Resorts, missed top, missed bottom. Good revenue in North America, but Macau was very weak. Unity Software, missed top, missed bottom, weak forecast. Norwegian Cruise Line, bookings are about 65%, which is horrible for a cruise line. They are not expecting to get back to 2019 occupancy until next year. Yeah, there may be less cruise lines in the future because they're carrying a lot of debt, just the industry in general. Wendy's, the fast food restaurant, missed top line, beat bottom line on expense controls, saying that same-store sales were only up 2%, 2.3%. And then BuzzFeed, wider than expected losses. Again, a note from Kathy Wood. I read an article. She expects inflation to unwind much faster than expected. And you know what? Kathy is going to be featured on a lot of business channels today through the end of the week because, again, Kathy Wood could point at this number and say, see, I told you, and it's going to happen. U.S. consumers actually expect inflation to fall. They expect inflation to be 6% headline in a year and 3% in a few years. Inflation expectations are important because that is something that drives consumer behavior. Back to this. Vegas deal. I got to let you know about an 8 a.m. video. There's a video on my channel coming out at 8 a.m., probably 20 minutes, that I'm going to ask you to watch. Brian Lebo, that great Las Vegas investor or Las Vegas agent who has been on my channel probably once or twice a month for a year, he did you and me a favor. He found a Vegas home that he thinks is right for a potential investment. He did a 20-minute walkthrough video, highly edited as Brian Lebo does. He sent it over, asked me to put it up. So if you could do me a favor, watch that video at 8 a.m. today, so in about 20 minutes. Let me know what you think. Brian said if one rental at a time likes this content, he will do more. So let's do Brian. Let's do this entire channel, one rental at a time, a favor. Watch his video and let us know what you think. Do you want more investment opportunities? If this works, perhaps we can find agents in other cities to create walkthrough videos. I would love to see other opportunities. So again, 8 a.m., please watch that video. Let Brian and I know what you think. And if you like it, maybe we'll get agents from across the country to send over some examples. So inflation expectations, we talked about that coming down and coming down quickly. Musk sold Twitter. Musk sold some more Tesla stock, not just some. $6.9 billion. Yes, folks, according to Elon Musk, he wanted to sell them early just in case he is forced to buy Twitter. I don't know. I think that's a good story. Do you really believe that, though? Did he sell all those Tesla shares maybe for another reason? Go back and look at when Elon Musk sold Tesla last time. It was almost at the peak. I'm not saying he would do that again, but the track record is there. So again, what else do we got? Interest rates. Wednesdays, we always get a report from the Mortgage Brokers Association. Interest rates were a wild ride the last week or so. Actually, such a wild ride that refinances went up 4% week on week. They're still down 82% year on year. But yep, first time in a while we saw refinances go up. It's really a tough business right now. Purchases, though, were down 1% and down 19% year on year. So again, just back to inflation. I do think this was the worst possible outcome. I think it's going to give all of the, I don't know, buy the dip fans some sugar high, and they're going to rush in the market, and it's going to go up, whatever it's going to go up. But is it real? Are we really celebrating 8.5% inflation? It's also going to cause interest rates to go down. I would expect the 2-year to be down probably a lot, which probably will bring the 10-year down, and then the 30-year mortgage rates. So mortgage rates will go down. Do we, as we're trying to heal the housing market, do we really want mortgage rates to come all the way, come down, and then people start buying and we end up with no supply? I don't know. I'm afraid that inflation is going to get more entrenched, and we're going to have a lot more pain. This number was bad. It's going to give the Fed just enough pause, but it's going to let inflation get worse. So at the end of the day, do me a favor, watch that Brian Lebo that is coming out at 8 a.m. Let us know what you think. If you like that type of content, my hope is other agents from across the country might do some walkthrough videos of other potential investment opportunities. Might be fun to see properties from across the country. I know I'd like to see them. I'm not going to buy them, but I like to see them. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care of yourself. It is Wednesday, August 10th. Bye-bye.